Hey guys, welcome back to Planet Design Decorum, Chapter 15. As the London season nears its end, attend a grand ball and secure allies to ensure your inheritance. So we're going to be doing this again where we try to make people like us. Most everybody likes us except for, Duke Riches, Countess Henrietta, Desire, and Decorum. Chapter 15, A Cut Above. At Sinclair's townhouse, you and Briar stand at his doorstep. His mouth is agape as he stares at you. Hey Dakota, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be at the Edgewater or the Duke's Ball? The Duke's Ball? Is that tonight? It is indeed. I was just about to leave for it, but please come inside. I'm happy to postpone my departure. You look like you had a long journey. You have no idea. Mr. Sinclair ushers you inside to the parlor. He looks you over concerned, and you muster a slight smile. Your kindness is most appreciated, sir. I'm sorry to keep you from the Duke's Ball. I assure you the intruder is most welcome, but I'm still lost as to why you're here. Countess Henriette has overrun my own townhouse. She changed the laws. We had to sneak in through the back to discover what happened. She's trying to have my father's will thrown out by Bishop Moreau. I was hoping to catch her before she met with him. I had nowhere else to go and thought perhaps you could help us out. You must understand you're one of the few people I can trust. I want to see you again, F you. Between the rumors running amok and the Countess' plans, the number of people I can rely on grows smaller by the minute. You just so happen to be one of them. So, be happy about that. Only a short time ago, I don't think you ever will have admitted to that. No, but it's astonishing how some opinions change with a new perspective. True. You and your lady's maid are most welcome to stay as long as needed to return to your townhouse. Briar's jaw drops as she looks around the parlor. She grabs your arm and whispers loudly. You know, this place is so fancy. I think I might rival your townhouse. Oh, the servants' quarters, that's nice. I'm sure it'll be quiet to your taste, Briar. My butler will prepare some spare rooms for you. Please, let me know how I can make your stay more comfortable. While I prefer to avoid, I can no longer delay the no, but I must be off to the Duke's Ball. Perhaps you should attend as well, Lady Dakota. It's the last big event of the season, and Bishop Moreau should be there. You can speak to him about the will. Yes, this is my chance to finally foil the Countess' plans. I have to go. And that? You can't possibly. Yes, I can. I don't have a choice here, Briar. It's not as if I could pop into my townhouse and retrieve something appropriate. I believe I can help with that. One moment. You and Briar both raise the eyebrows. Mr. Sinclair walks out of the room. He returns shortly holding a navy and gold ball gown decorated with a sapphire brooch. Sir, this is stunning, but why do you have it? It was originally my mother's favorite dress years ago. I kept it after all this time. I think it would become you better than any other woman. Consider yours should you desire. It will be the talk of the town to that. It's even in the Edgewater colors. I think it's a sign. Wear a bell at the bar to prove your... Nope. I mean, it does look nice. Kinda. The sleeves are... eh. I'll just wear this. Dress is lovely, but I will put down fit to be Countess of Edgewater with my personality and charms, not my fashion. That's so pretty, and Miss Holloway and the Countess, and just look at it. Then you wear it. I think you'll win enough allies just by being yourself. Let's be off then. I'm dreading this. A short carriage ride later. You pull up in front of Duke Richard's townhouse as throngs of people flood the front doors. You stand on the cobblestone sidewalk and take in the view. If only the Duke's manners was as grand as his house. I wish I lived there. Am I supposed to be impressed? Say this. I rather think it matches what Duke Richards believes his self-worth to be instead. Pity doesn't align with his actual self-worth. Then again, he has done nothing to deserve my pity. Take one last look at the looming structure and step through the front doors. Nice. Heads turn immediately as you enter the crowded ballroom. You notice them start to excitedly whisper in their various groups. Why do I get the feeling they're all talking about me? Because they are. Don't pay them any attention. By the night's end, I'm sure they'll say only good things about you. We'll see about that. You continue to look around and notice Bishop Moreau standing alone nearby. Bishop! He's by himself. Now's my chance. You take a few steps forward towards him, but Countess Henriette saunters over and blocks your path. Her lips curl into a sneer. Get out of the way. Hey, Dakota, how pleasant for you to attend. Consider it's always a delight to see you. How I wish I wanted to see your face tonight. Kill her with kindness. Kill her with kindness. I hope you're enjoying your evening. Consider crossed her arms and looks you over from head to toe. I'm rather surprised you're here. I thought things might have barred you from attending. Like changing locks on my townhouse. One can never be too careful. There could be vandals and miscreants prowling about. Don't worry about that. You should enjoy your last social event with those above you, before you're back on the streets where you belong. Katsura raised her glass of port to you, then joins another group of party guests. I do wonder how my father put with her for so many years. My experience, having a large estate helps. You could be in opposite wings and rarely be forced to interact. Just then you spot Prince Henry maneuvering his way through the crowd toward you. Oh, hello. You look more dashed than ever. I appreciate the fancy hat. Prince Henry laughs heartily and adjusts his fist. I thought tonight was the best occasion to wear my favorite hat. The laugh fades from Prince Henry's face, replaced with a concerned look. I only wish I had better news to share. Prince Henry sighs and glances at Countess Henriette, who cackles with Miss Bowman across the room. Countess Henriette has been speaking ill of you the entire night. She claims your father was of sound mind when he declared you as heir. Why could she not accept that Edgewater will not fall to her son? I must stop her before she damages my reputation, my father's reputation, even further. If only that were all, my lady. Bishop Morone is also here to discern the truth. He is speaking to anyone who knew the Earl in life so he could validate the will. I wish I could say I was surprised. Didn't believe she could get any worse. I will change their minds. It does not matter what tricks the Countess tried to play. They will return to my side. Your confidence is most refreshing. If you want to convince Bishop Moreau or Countess Henriette's illitish, you need to gain allies around the ball before you speak with them. Okay. I'm sure guests will also align themselves with you if you were to showcase your accomplishments. We're bringing this up again. If you want, there's someone I could officially introduce you to. I believe you briefly interacted with my friend, Mr. Conley, before. Yusuf? Indeed, the two of us have met in London a handful of times. Did you know he's a barrister as well? It's given him quite some insight about the inner workings of London society. I'm sure he could offer you advice on how to convince others to be your allies. How do you figure? Well, when I arrived in London, I knew no one. Mr. Conley taught me how to appeal to members of the Parliament. Though I don't know if the Treaty of Chanakh would have ever been signed. I never knew Mr. Conley was so persuasive. Are you certain he would have enough time to assist me in the future? Prince Henry glanced around and lowered his voice so no one else could hear. I admit he had trouble gaining employment recently, simply because he's not an Englishman. Prince Conley says he will return for the Ottoman Empire if his fortunes do not change soon. He seems so happy here. He's grown very fond of England and his company. It's unfortunate he'll only be able to correspond through letters now. But he's such a shame to see him leave. You find Mr. Conley in the crowd, he locks eyes with Mr. Chambers. Oh my goodness! I know his heart was simply sore if you were to retain him for tonight and wherever the future holds. Employ Mr. Conley into your services for insight and gain allies and allow him to remain in England. I have to. I have to. I feel like I will regret it if I don't talk to him. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it, because there's nothing else that I would want to spend diamonds on anyways besides hooking guys up with other guys or just customizing my MC, so. But there's also trying to get close to the love interest in High School Story. But I don't know, I really do feel like if I don't do this, I might regret it. Because I really do like Yusuf and Mr. Chambers. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Let's see what happens. Don't make me regret. Of course, I'll help out. I would be delighted to employ Mr. Conley. I knew I could rely on you. Please follow me. He is right over here. Prince Henry leads you across the bar and taps Mr. Conley on the shoulder. My dear friend, Mr. Conley, may I formally introduce you to Lady Dakota of Edgewater? Ah, my lady, you look as lovely as ever. Miss Conley, it's about time we were properly introduced. I'm surprised Mr. Chamber hit out with you, yo. His comfy cheeks turn slightly red as he stares down at his feet. Yes, well, it'll prepare us for when we can only communicate and correspond. No, you're not. I don't know if you're aware about returning to Constantinople in the near future. But this is the greatest news for you. I've found a solution to your employment problem. What? How? I perhaps wonder if I may retain your services as a barista. Between the dispute over my father's will, the Edgewater estate, and my stepmother, I predict I will need legal advice in the coming days. Telling me I can stay in England? Yes, sir. Should you agree? Miss Convey's trembling hand covers his mouth with surprise. He kneels, his knees falter, but his hand steadies him before he falls. Lady Cole, absolutely. Words cannot possibly express one feeling. It's so indescribable that I... Miss Convey's voice cracks before he could utter another word. He wipes away a tear still beaming at you. Sir. There's no duty cry. I know I'm happy as well. I don't know how that second option sounds. I would say there's no need to cry. Miss Covey wipes away his last tear and stands up straight. You're right. This is a joyous occasion. It should not be brought down with tears. Miss Covey, I can only hope this begins to make up for all the help you have given me over the years. Pardon of your highness. How are you two acquainted anyway? I've been a servant of the imperial family for years, but I only met Prince Henry during his first visit to England. Miss Covey is the one who helped me navigate the British politics and culture when I arrived. Now you pique my curiosity. But there was an instance where Miss Convey covered for my blunder when I called the Duke of Portland the Earl of Port. I don't think the Prime Minister was all that impressed, but Miss Convey worked his magic persuasive powers and calmed him down. I was even invited to dine with the Prime Minister's family after the affair. I had very little to do with that invitation. Nonsense, Lady, because Miss Convey is too humble to admit it, but I would have surely been lost were it not for his assistance. First time, I can't imagine it would have been that difficult. You have only been lost until I found you. It's a good thing you found each other. Not in a romantic way, okay? Who knows where I would be without his guidance. Where relations between England and Ottoman Empire would be with the perpetually lost and late prince, I would venture not so smooth. Lady Cole, I've heard about your delicate situation with Countess Henrietta. However, I'm aware of some information that will help sway a few key influential people to your side. By all means, do share, sir. I would appreciate your insight. I shall leave you to discuss strategy. I fear I am hopeless in such things. Miss Tommy laughs and waters while Mr. Convey steps closer. My lady, I had to ask, why are you helping me? I want you to get together with Mr. Chambers. I would do anything in the name of true love. I trust Prince Hamlet. I thought this could be beneficial. In the name of true love. My parents were forced to pray years ago. I'll be damned if I stand by and let that happen to someone else. Yeah. Mr. Convey smiles meekly and looks over at Mr. Chambers across the room. Allow me to return the favor, my lady. Miss Convey moves closer to you and points out people around the ballroom. You see Miss Bowman over there? You must remember that she is all about social climbing. She only cares about her reputation, and she'll be swayed if she realizes it's in jeopardy. Wait, really? So we have to threaten her reputation then? Bellman, social climbing, reputation, who else? Miss Holloway's a difficult one, but if you could find something that she will relate to like family, you win her over, okay? So Miss Bowen is all about reputation and social climbing. Miss Holloway is all about family. She lost her brother when he was quite young. It was a dreadful thing, but she can connect with the pain of losing a loved one. So we could talk about our mom and our dad, pretty much. I had no idea, but I keep that in mind when we speak. Lastly, there's Mr. Chambers. Show him that you are excellent. I can't dance. Word crap. And he will fight for you. I know he does not doubt your character, but he fears retribution from others if they do not see you to be a suitable lady. Proving yourself in the dance floor is one way to guarantee, so I have to dance. Plus, I know how much Mr. Chambers likes to dance, so I have to dance for her. Did you woo him on the dance floor? You could say that, but it's one secret I'll carry to my grave, my lady. Okay, you don't kiss him tell or dance him tell. I think that's all the advice I could offer at present, but my services are now yours whenever you require. Oh, yes. This Convey turns to you, smile lit up with this. What? I can only thank you, Lady Cole, for everything. You are a more generous woman than I ever expected. You had best go tell Mr. Chambers the good news, sir. This Convey smiles at you once more, then rushes over to Mr. Chambers, whispers in his ear. Chambers stroks the handkerchief he was holding. The two of them reached for it at the same time. Their fingers touching. Oh my god. So cute. My heart. Gosh, it's so adorable. Every time he returns to your side and watches the two men with you. Looks so sad. I'm glad they'll get their happy ending together. I know. You knew about them? They deserted you. I'm a hope we get... F you. But you knew about them? Why, yes, Mr. Comfy shared his secret with me many years ago, and then he met Mr. Chambers. Have been so overjoyed since. They are two souls that fit together like puzzle pieces. Aww. Thank you for introducing us, Your Highness. It would be nice to have Mr. Convey around Edgewater. You give the two men one last look, then meander towards the crowd around the pianoforte in search of Bishop Marone. Instead, you find Miss Holloway playing the instrument, her fingers twinkling up and down the keys as she sings the last lines of her song. Okay, so we gotta remember family and connect with her about a lost one, lost one. And he thought of her sweet tender kiss all the more. As final notes played, the small crowd gathers around the pianoforte. Applause. Brilliant, Miss Holloway. Simply brilliant. No one could possibly play as well as you. Thank you. Remember to let Duke Richards know you think so highly of my talents. We all know I am deserving the title as most accomplished lady this evening. Miss Holloway's eyes sweep across the crowd and follow you. Like others who lack enough skill to be even considered a contender. You notice her gaze following the reticule hanging from your arm. You hold up, showcasing the intricate embroidery. Do you like it, Miss Holloway? I've been practicing my embroidering recently and made this myself. It's adequate for some poor country girl. Come on now, Miss Holloway. I can see in your eyes that you're jealous of it. Did you enjoy my performance? Be nice. You're quite talented. I'm glad you recognize real talent when you see it. I don't know you couldn't possibly keep up with my playing skills. You should just move along. Miss Holloway, I may not be accomplished by the pianoforte, but I at least have more class than you. You roll your eyes to turn towards the rest of the ballroom. In one corner you see Miss Bowman sitting on the bench. On the other side, Miss Chambers stands next to the dance floor. Then by the door, Mrs. Ziegler and Miss Parsons are deep in conversation. We're going to talk to Mr. Chambers first. Let's dance! You join Mr. Chambers by the dance floor. He stands watching various couples waltz together. He smiles at you upon approach. Hey, Dakota, I hope you are enjoying your evening. And there I am, and slowly to see everyone dance. How else can I express my gratitude for employing Mr. Conaby? Yeah, you're welcome. I know he's very special to you. I think I know why you're here, though. You should know Countess Henrietta approached me earlier. I hope I could count on your support. I wish it were that simple, my lady, but I have my reputation to think of. My place in society is already a bit strained because of, well, you know, my secret. I'm a bit fearful of the backlash if I go against society by supporting you. If you prove how much you belong with nobility, you can rely on me completely then. And I said, perhaps I could change your mind on the dance floor? You may certainly try, shall we? Take Miss Chambers' arm as he escorts you into the floor. He places his hand firmly on your back as the two of you twirl to the music. You certainly know your way with the waltz. I try to know all the most fashionable dances for these gatherings. As the two of you turn clockwise, Mr. Chambers leads you to a pause and spins the opposite direction. Wait, what? So we turn clockwise. Then he spins in the opposite direction. So I should go counterclockwise? Ugh! I cannot dance. I mean, he spin me in the opposite direction, so go counterclockwise? Follow Mr. Chambers' lead as he guides you around other couples. You're quite long on your feet, my lady. Okay, whew. Oh, to your lead, sir. Chambers twirls you around. You notice Miss Holloway dance with Viscount Wesley. She rolls her eyes at you as you pass. You really just can't accept that I am more skilled and talented, can you, Lady Dakota? I believe it's a little too soon to declare that, Miss Holloway. Suddenly, Viscount Wesley steps on Miss Holloway's foot. Have you never waltzed before, my lord? You're supposed to step around my feet, not on them. I wasn't aware you had a herald named Pete, miss. I've ever told you about a trusty dog. Miss Holloway grip on the Viscount ties as he guides her away from you, Mr. Chambers. I don't think I should ever want to dance with her. One misstep and I shall have to endure her glare the rest of the dance. Viscount Wesley does not seem to mind. I thought I should think of the reasons are to blame. No one can match your company as a partner, though. I desire your conversation a lot more, my lady. Oh, thanks. Thank you, sir. I can say the same about you. As someone comes to end, your curse deal will lead to Miss Chambers across from you. Thank you for the dance, my lady. Of course, I was hoping to dance more at the party guest tonight, but it doesn't seem they're looking our way. What question is, have I impressed you? You know I'm looking for allies. You followed every move with ease. It's clear to me you are quite accomplished in skill. I would be surprised if others thought you as another country girl. Yay! I would be happy to support you in my claim. Yay! Thank you, sir. Now I must see who else I could convince. Walk out to take a seat next to Miss Sun and Miss Bowman. The two of them are excitedly whispering to each other. I hope this seat is not taken. Not I was hoping to speak to you. Countess Henriette cornered me earlier. She wanted to tell these horrible lies about your father to the bishop. I was afraid she might attempt that. It's not fair. I stood up for you. I'm going to tell Bishop Moreau the truth. Your father was a kind of generous man. You deserve Edward. Thank you. You don't understand how pleased I am to hear that. My son may be brought to your loss, but Countess Henriette warned me about you. Why do you dislike me so, Miss Bowman? You shouldn't listen to my stepmother. Why should I even believe you? The Countess has been a mentor to me. Because the Countess would not hesitate to dirty your name. We're such good friends. I will show you how to avoid her. No. You've seen what she's done to others who get in her way. Can you formally say she will not toss you aside if you crossed her? Miss Bowman pauses, thinking hard, and slowly nods. You may have a point. I will stand by you to support your claim, but don't think this means we're friends. I mean, I'm cool with that. That's all I ask. You smile, Miss Bowman, and turn your focus to the rest of the ballroom. And last but not least, Miss Sinclair and Miss Parsons. You walk over to Miss Sinclair and Miss Parsons near the door and take in Miss Parsons' appearance. Ooh, good. You look breathtaking as the lady in red. I don't think I've ever seen the color, ever look so beautiful before. You flatter me justly, Lady Clodagh. Miss Parsons blushed as she playfully hissed you, her gloved hand lingering on your arm. I speak nothing but the truth. I do hope I'm not intruding on anything here. Not so, Lady Clodagh, you will never be an intrusion. We're just discussing when our esteemed host Duke Richards might grace us with his presence. That's rather typical of him. Duke Richards usually waits for everyone to arrive, so he can make some kind of grand entrance. Without crowd this room, I assume he'll be here soon, unfortunately. If only this did not take place at his townhouse, then we could... Lady Clodagh, it's bad enough that you're here. Must you inconvenience Mrs. Sinclair as well? Miss Holloway, I don't find Lady Clodagh inconvenience at all. In fact, she rode me this evening. Even that so, I would think you're too heartbroken over your father to attend something so happy. Then again, perhaps you're simply listening to Shakespeare's advice. But let your love, even when my life decay, lest the wise world should look into your moan and mock you with me after I'm gone. What? You don't know what you're talking about. Miss Holloway, yeah, you mock me even still. What will it take you to be kind for me? How dare you claim my father's death does? Yeah, how dare you? He was my father, and the only man I have ever called such, yet he was ripped away from me. I have so little time with him. How will you feel if you were in my situation? Miss Holloway's expressionless officer's shoulders slumped slightly. I suppose you may have a point. I still don't think you belong high side, but I can't deny your father and you were close. Should Bishop Moreau ask, I'll tell him such. Good. Thank you, Miss Holloway. That means a lot to hear. I don't mistake this for my approval of you, though. I will always speak the truth out of respect for the Earl. Okay. Try as you may, but we all know I'm more accomplished lady. You can't disguise up your roots for so long. Okay, who cares? Holly lets out a high-pitched laugh as she turns her heels and strolls away. Don't pay her any attention. She simply judges that you're the better noble woman. I don't dare challenge her to a battle of poetry anyway. She has studied the grades more than I. And possibly you'll find another way to gain more allies. Let's see who's left. Just then, the main barroom door swings so Duke Richards drives his eyes sweep the room and finally lands on you. He saunters over smiling sinisterly. Why? Lady Clodagh, I knew you couldn't stay away from me ill. Duke Richards reaches for your hand, but you jerk it back before he could touch you. You dare touch me? Cover Duke Richards unless you want to make a scene. Don't flatter yourself with grace. I'm only here to show you I'm not afraid. You should be quivering with fear. But nah, be nice. Try as you may, but you will not influence me. Your threats cannot hurt me. You hold no power here. You vile bat. I will not cross-legged Dakota if I were you. I believe you'll find that she's quite resourceful. Duke's jaw tightens as his face spreads. Remember, you're a guest in my house. You're here because I allow you to be. I'll not let the likes of either of you tarnish my ball. Duke just brushed off his sleeves and adjusted his cuffs. He forced a smile as he turns towards the rest of the ballroom, bellowing in a loud voice. Nevertheless, I've arrived. Let us commence with the evening festivities, beginning with painting my debonair likeness. Duke clasped his hands again, and the servants immediately fled in through the doors. They set up painted eaves around the room, but Duke just stands at the front, posing proudly. He raised an eyebrow and glanced over at Miss Sinclair. We have to paint him. I think I believe his vanity couldn't get worse. This happens every year. I'd much rather paint you. No. Clearly I was mistaken. Frankly, I find his vanity grows more intolerable at every annual ball. Coming from you, that is quite the statement. Miss Sinclair glanced at you, shaking his head slightly. Come, ladies, let's see who the true accomplished ladies tonight. Who shall be crowned the most artistic? Obviously, Miss Holloway. Where you ask Mrs. Sinclair speaks in hushed tones beside you. As much as it pains me to say this, I think it might be the best to go along with the Duke's plan. Countess Henrietta has attempted to turn everyone against you, but if they saw your accomplishment, I should think they more likely to align with you. You glance at the crowd around you. They all eagerly gather around the Duke, waiting for the painting to begin. Perhaps you have a point. Alright, I'll paint the Duke. But only because you're the one asking, I'm not going to enjoy it. I'll show everyone how great I'm painting. I know I've scarcely painted before, but I will prove my skill for all to see. I had the utmost faith in you, Lady Dakota. Flash a quick smile at Miss Sinclair and make your way to a nearby easel. Soon you and the other young ladies are seated. The Duke poses, staring off into the distance wistfully as you all began painting. Hoy vey. You pick up the brush to attempt sketching the Duke's likeness. Each stroke of paint grows more hazard by the minute. This is more difficult than I imagined. After a while, you glance at Mr. Parsons' painting on your left. Oh my, yours is fantastic, Annabelle. You are by far the best artist here. I don't know about that, but I hope you choose to hang mine up. I left a rather crude message in the corner if you look closely enough. Annabelle, I'm shocked at you, but also that is beyond brilliant. Soon you and everyone else finding portraits, Dewar just takes a turn around the room, stopping in front of each painting. Miss Parsons, decent, but what's that smudge in the corner? Oh, that I took a few artistic liberties in my interpretation. Duke nods himself and pauses at your painting. Is that supposed to be me? Oh, sorry, did you not find it appealing? I thought it was quite an accurate likeness. I don't even know what it looked like. Clearly, the best painter among you all is Miss Holloway this year. It's the perfect replica. Of course. Duke just walks over to Miss Holloway's portrait and holds it up to show everyone. Wow. Just wow. Yes, Amira, it should rather fit in that someone so loathsome painted such a perfect replica. Trust me, the irony of the situation does not escape me. You see Miss Parsons nudges you slightly. She nods to one of the far corners of the room. Countess Henrietta paces fiercely while conversing with Viscount Wesley. I wonder what that's all about. I confess I'm not entirely sure, but I was able to make out one phrase. Miss Parsons forced a brow, pouts her lips, and speaks in a falsetto. Pressure Countess Henrietta. Lady Cutter, we're really the day she stepped foot here. The bastard was never supposed to ride tonight. Certainly sounds like my stepmother. You don't think she could be sharing her master plan? I certainly think she is. I know for a fact that when she gets furious, she can't hold her tongue for long. A few years ago, Mr. Marcus was almost engaged to Lady Jane Hawkins, but then she accepted a proposal to someone else. Cousin Henrietta was absolutely furious that she accidentally announced her engagement at a dinner party. No, I thought my son's speech was quite loose with this. Harry used to tell me stories that whenever he did something she disapproved of, he would catch her yelling about it in her bedroom. Maybe she really is venting to the Viscount about me then. Why else would she be talking to him? He cannot understand a word unless it's yelled at him, even then. She does look like she's speaking rather softly. He probably hasn't the faintest idea what she's saying. Just Countess Henrietta as she hisses at the Viscount rapidly. Her pacing becomes more frantic and her face goes red, and you can see the frustration on her face. You just said face a lot. I do wonder what she's saying. Well, do you see those benches over there? They're completely hidden where that counts as view. We sat there for a little while. I'm sure we could hear her true plan without her ever being wiser. Squarce takes your hand in hers and looks at you earnestly, a playful smile on her lips. Don't tell me you're not the least bit curious about how she really feels about you. I don't care. You shut up Countess Henrietta's conversation with Miss Parsons exclusively seemed to overhear the Countess' true feelings and intentions. I don't care. We already know she doesn't like us. It doesn't matter what my stepmother has planned, I will put an end to it no matter what. I know you are. I'm glad your spirit's not dampened by it all. It will take much more than the Countess' devious plans for that to occur. Past Miss Parsons, you see Bishop Moreau standing alone, his head bobbing to the music. There's your chance to talk to me. You best hurry before Countess Henrietta corners him again. Now, I take a deep breath. Miss Parsons squeeze your hand reassuringly before you walk over to the bishop. Hey, Bishop. Bishop Moreau, may I have a word? Lady Cole, I wonder when you might seek me out. You pull out the copy of your father's will from your reticule and hand it to the bishop. I wanted to be sure you had this. I don't know what Countess Henrietta has told you, but it's a true copy of the Earl's will. He gave it to me on his deathbed. My lord, do not listen to Countess Henrietta. She's full of lies. My father wanted Edgewater. I mean, he did. It was one of his last wishes. He wanted to keep in the bloodline. And although I haven't been there long, it already feels like home to me. I discussed the situation with almost everyone here who acquainted with him. Have you come to the decision yet? I'm still waiting the conversation in my personal relationship, but several people have gone out of their way to inform me how much they admire your father and you as his heir. It's not official yet, but I'm inclined to agree with them at this juncture. Good. I'm delighted to hear this, my lord. Please let me know if there's anything else I can do to help your decision. I shall keep that in mind. Now, if you excuse me. As Bishop Moreau leaves, you notice a large group gathered around Duke Regis in the corner room. Take a few steps to join the circle standing between Miss Sinclair and Miss Holloway. Tell me you don't have to pay him again. Fortunately not, it is, however, another one of his annual antics. How can you say such a thing, Miss Clare? This is to see who is considered the most remarkable woman of the season. As I said, Lady, call another antic of the Duke's. Ladies and gentlemen, there is one woman this year among you who must be commended as she most accomplished lady this season, Miss Holloway. She has shown excellence in other things proper. That woman is Miss Holloway. It's Miss Holloway. Yep, I knew it. Why don't you just date her instead? She's proven herself to be a well-rounded lady here in painting, music, poetry, and dancing. Thank you, Your Grace. I'm pleased everyone realized how much I simply excuse natural talent. Of course it's her. Think back to the parlor and the skills she had learned since arriving at Edgewater. I don't give a. Perhaps if I studied more, I would be where Miss Holloway is. I don't care. I recall her older sister received the same honor during her debut. How fitting, but it should have been me. But I would never want that honor. I honestly don't care. Dick Rich is the one bestowing that one. As little to do with it as possible. But I have no admiration for him. He's not the one who chooses the honor. Personally, I would quite like to see his reaction should the park guest declare you the toast of London. Perhaps I'll change my mind next year, but not today. So you wander away from the other guests and watch the crowd dissipate. Look around and notice Mrs. Sinclair, Miss Parsons, and Prince Henry East standing by themselves. Now, would it be good time to speak with one of them alone? Walk up to Miss Parsons, why smile lights up her face when she spots you. Goodness, Dica, I feel so privileged that you should desire to speak to me. And I'm honored that you will allow me to. You should know how much I adore your company. And I adore yours. Just seeing your smile sets my heart aflutter. Miss Parsons takes your hand in both hers, running her thumb soothingly across your knuckles. In fact, there have been a few things my mind wants to discuss with you. Oh, is that so? Pray do tell. You have my undivided attention. Miss Parsons opens her mouth to speak and glances at the couple next to you, lowering her voice. Perhaps later this evening, should you wish. Just tease, Annabelle. Have to keep you on your toes somehow, Dakota. Miss Parsons squeezed your hand before letting it go. I know I didn't say before, but allow me to now. Bishop Moreau hasn't spoken to me yet. I want you to know that whatever he does, you have all the support I can muster. You know more than most about my journey with your family. I saw the Earl endure so many hardships. She locks eyes with you, her focus unwavering with a smile breaking across her face. But I never saw him happier than when he's with you. You will make a most marvelous Countess of Edgewater. I know it. Thank you, Annabelle. You have no idea how much that means to hear truly. Suddenly, nearby, you notice Countess Henrietta slip into the hallway of Bishop Moreau. I know I have a bad feeling about this. I'm sorry, please forgive me. I should see what's going on. Make your way through the multitude of guests and slip to the door. Bishop Moreau and Countess Henrietta are on the far side of the hallway. We don't spot you. I shall hide before they catch me. Stick it close to the wall and slink into the shadows in the corner to disappear from view. Here, Bishop Moreau and Countess Henrietta speaking nearby. Molly, I need more time to determine the legitimacy of the will. I spoke with Lady Cole not too long, and I must discern. Yes, I've heard it already. You have to be sure. Perhaps your mind could be persuaded with a certain donation to your parish. Wow, she's buying him now. I cannot accept that. It would be against God's. Don't give me that. We both know how poor of a shape the chapel is in. Crumbling bricks, drafty in the winter. I'm sure a small donation will ease some of the burden, unless I need to call upon my close allies at Edgewater. Shimmeron positively looked at Countess Henrietta and sighs. Oh, really? No, this can't be. Next time I design Decorum, will Bishop Moreau under your stepmother's thumb, will Edgewater ever belong to you, or will she finally snatch it from your grasp once for all? It's a good thing that I didn't choose that diamond scene just to get allies. Because I chose it just to keep Mr. Chambers and Mr. Connolly together. Like, I honestly didn't care about gaining allies, so... But at least for the people who decides not to, pick that diamond option, now you see that no matter what happens, whether you gain allies or not, Bishop was still like he still don't care. Like, he's still not on our side, so... But I'm just really happy to keep Mr. Chambers and Mr. Connery together because I really like them together. So I'll see you guys next week for the next chapter of Desire and Decorum. See you then. Bye-bye.